Pasco County Board of Commission Emergency Special Meeting of November 9th, 2022. I would like to remind everyone to please silence all electronic devices. At this time, I would ask you all please rise for the invocation and pledge. Madam Clerk.
O merciful Creator, your hand is opened wide to satisfy the needs of every living creature. Make us thankful for your loving providence and grant that we, remembering the account that we must one day give, may be faithful stewards of your good gifts. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
District 1, Commissioner Oakley.
Here.
District 2, Commissioner Moore. District 4, Commissioner Fitzpatrick.
Here.
District 5, Commissioner Mariano.
Here.
District 3, Chairman Starkey.
Okay. This morning we have convened to discuss the board's consideration of declaring a local state of emergency. Andrew Fossa, Director of Emergency Management, has a presentation.
Thank you guys for convening today. Greatly appreciate it. As you know, we're under a tropical storm warning for Hurricane Nicole. She's currently off our coast. She's expected to make landfall sometime this evening, actually early morning, tomorrow morning, as a Hurricane 1. It's a minimal size hurricane, still very disorganized. However, because the storm came in as a subtropical system, the characteristics of the winds and rains are unique to this storm. It is trying to organize still, but we are still going to get a heavy impact from it. We're expected to get tropical storm force winds and rain bands. As a storm surge, not a watch no more, it just changed to a warning about 10 minutes ago for the coast. Tropical storm warning for Pasco. And we have wind threats 58 to 73 miles an hour with gusts and 23 miles to 30 sustained. Those have since went up a little bit from the 7 a.m. modeling. This afternoon, late this afternoon, transitioning into this evening, we'll start to see those 20 to 30 mile an hour winds start to affect us, but we'll start seeing gusts anywhere from 30 to 50 miles an hour as the bands start to feed through. Transition into the night, into the early morning Thursday, we're going to start feeling the brunt of Nicole, and our winds are expected to jump up to 30 to 50 miles an hour sustained, with gusts anywhere from 50 to 73 miles an hour as those bands come through. We do have the potential for moderate flooding, but Public Works has been very proactive. We've pumped down a lot of items. We've been very dry over the last 3-4 weeks, so we do have capacity. We still will get the isolated puddling, as I call it, in our problem areas that are known to flood. That will still occur. Our potential for storm surge, right now, it's up to 4 feet. They have upped that a little bit more. Now we can see anywhere between 4 and 6 feet. However, it's going to be very dependent on the track of the storm and how bad it gets beat up as it crosses the coast, as it crosses the center of the state. All the modeling shows that Nicole's going to get pretty beat up coming across the state, and once it gets towards the Gulf, it's when it transitions from the westerly winds to the easterly winds that push the water back on land. We're expected to lose between 1 and 3 feet of water on the coast today with the storm coming towards us because the water's getting sucked out. And then tomorrow, mid-morning into the afternoon is when this surge is supposed to occur. We're predicting still that 3 to 5 foot range, which we've had and dealt with before, and it usually mainly is water over roads. We do get some houses that might have the availability to get some water in them, but we do not think right now that it warrants an evacuation. We are opening a shelter. We are opening the Fasano shelter effective 7 o'clock tonight. That information will be pushed out. It'll be staffed by DOH and county personnel. We are not going to run the buses, and the reason we cannot run the buses is because when those winds start impacting, we have a 35-mile-an-hour threshold for the buses. So we got to pull the buses off. It also pertains to fire rescue. When those winds start coming in 39 miles an hour, rescue start running calls. Same thing with public schools. Tomorrow, school has been canceled for the day because of the winds, because we'll be impacted by these winds all through tomorrow and diminishing into tomorrow night. Right now, our current status, we do have the State Executive Order 22-253 that was signed by the governor. We still are in a tropical storm warning issued for the county. We are now under a storm surge warning for the county, and we're closely monitoring the situation. We're submitting resource requests through the state as we need. We are still at a level 2 with my staffing in there. We have reached out to all the department heads. They are aware and abreast of that, and my team will be staying overnight tonight in the EOC to monitor the progress of the storm. Other than that, I have nothing else, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
All right. Any questions?
Yeah, I got a question.
Commissioner Oakley?
When that storm, that wind starts, what time you think that wind will start gusting 40, 50, 60 miles an hour?
So we're looking, when we start getting up to that speed, it's going to be the early morning hours. We're looking at anywhere from midnight on for those winds to truly start affecting us.
So midnight on tonight?
Yeah,
Going
tonight.
into tomorrow morning?
Late this afternoon, we'll start seeing a 20, 30 mile an hour, and it'll progressively get worse till about midnight, 1 o'clock. And that's when we're going to feel the full brunt of the storm passing through us.
Yeah, it just seems like that if we're gonna have those winds come at us that quickly during the day tomorrow, that we should not have our people out there in that while that's happening, but have them ready to be out as soon as it passes. And
Yes, sir.
Oh.
And Mr. Karbala, we've had discussions on that,
Yeah.
and he can follow up with that.
yeah, I heard there was a real cold front that might have pushed this back out to the east, but it looks like that's not making any effect because it's come more to the west.
We were hoping
so.
for that so much.
Yeah.
That cold front did not make it down as far as we thought. That's why it's pushed that track further west.
Yeah,
If it would have dipped down a little sooner, it would have made that curve a little bit quicker and went back out.
yep, that's what I was hoping to. Okay, that's all I have.
Commissioner Patrick?
And just to verify about the pumps have been activated?
10 pumps are currently running. You guys should be getting situation reports when we mail them out. 10 pumps are currently running. We have one gate that's fully open, and we have one gate that's half open. I don't know the exact location of that area, but all the reports we've been getting from Public Works is we're in a good place right now if we do get an excessive amount of rain.
And then,
Yeah, sorry.
and sandbag locations?
Sandbag locations, currently, we have 4 of them. One is at Maggie Valley Golf Course. That one's open 24 hours a day. It's service from Public Works from 7 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. Dade City PD has one that is open at the old police station. That one is closing at noon today. And then Newport Richey also has one open. I think it's at their Parks and Rec. They have one that's open also.
Thank
Got
you.
another question.
Commissioner Oakley?
When we faced Ian, we had sandbags out, and I think we're running short on sandbags, and I'd heard we were not furnishing sandbags or something, but yet somehow that's, that's gotten worked out, and we are furnishing sandbags.
So what happened with Ian is the demand was so overwhelming that we couldn't keep up the supply was, the demand could not keep up with the supply.
Right.
We reached out to Hillsborough County. They lent us, I believe it was 125,000 sandbags. We got those. We replaced them. We have since replaced them. We are well stocked. We have supplied Dade City with sandbags and sand as well.
Right. Yeah. They said that was corrected, so they had
Yes, sir.
sandbags, and they've already got people come and get sand, so,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. A couple of comments if I could. I talked and I sent an email out last night talking to Manny, or actually we talked yesterday. The Ironbark Gray Birch should be pumped down, same thing with Holiday Hills. We've never done this before, but it always floods out on Ranch Road at Arbordale. That pond that's right there, there's a canal that's right across the street. and actually connects, there's like pipes that run across to it. If we can get water flowing from there going across, now that we're going to be facing a suction pretty much, where you can take it almost like a low tide situation, you would get probably 24 hours to get that water out of there, so that if a heavy rain does come in, it'll create a lot more capacity for that area. And if you do it early as opposed to later, it gives it a chance to flow out to the Gulf as well. So I'd like us to take a look at that. Mandy called me back, so he may be already doing it, I'm not sure, but just didn't have a chance with the call in the previous meeting I was just at. And I think down in Trinity 2, the BMP 5, I think it is, that gate should be wide open right now, letting that stuff
That's the one
flow.
I think that's open. Yeah, we'll have to verify it.
Because if that can get out early too, and especially with this I'll call it a low tide situation, with that going on, we can take advantage of getting that water level down so they can take a lot more capacity too.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, Chairman,
Commissioner
you're talking about pumping that water across the road there. Does that mean you have to close the road down?
No. You could almost force a pump to just pump the water right from the pipe right into it to get it out of there,
Okay.
just to lower that thing down.
Yeah,
So yeah, we don't have to close the road down.
okay, all right.
And the others is something they've been doing as well, but just want to make sure we stay on top of them, and it's been working very great for several years, so I want to make sure we just keep it going. Okay, and we have a resolution. Madam Clerk, could you read the resolution?
By title only?
By title only.
Okay, thank you. Resolution number 23-032, a resolution by the Board of County Commissioners of Pasco County, Florida, declaring a state of local emergency related to Tropical Storm Nicole.
Okay.
Move approval?
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. It has possibly moved, seconded, and now approved. All in favor? Motion carried. We are adjourned. I'm not used to a script,
You got to get used to it.
but thank you all very much. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks. Get used to that.